Anna Babilua is een van de 72 Oekraïense Saxion-studenten waarvoor de afgelopen maand geld werd ingezameld. Medestudenten, docenten, alumni en anderen gingen aan de slag om hen allemaal de collegekosten voor komend jaar cadeau te kunnen doen. Vorige week hoorden we al van aanjager Rik Visschedijk dat de benefietactie Saxion voor Oekraïne nog niet de gewenste €160.000 had opgeleverd. En toch is Anna heel blij met die actie. Anna, welkom. I've just said in Dutch, I will explain to you.
Okay, thank you.
The goal, collecting €160,000. Last week, Rik made clear it will not be achieved.
Yes.
Nevertheless, you are glad about it.
Yes, of course. We're still glad that we raised so many awareness among not only Saxion students, but also among all Enschede and Twente region. So we are happy about the results.
Yeah, we will talk about that later on in this conversation, about awareness and what does it mean to you. But at first, maybe last Thursday, Rik said was €16,000 was raised. If we divide that and by 72 Ukrainian students, you all get like €220.
Yeah.
You cannot pay all of your debts with that, right?
Of course, but it still's like help for us, each of us, because for me, it's like half of my food for the month. So it's already some help.
Yeah. How many do you still have to add to that to pay your college costs for next year?
The college cost right now for Ukrainians is 2,500.
Yeah, it's the same as for Dutch students.
Yes, because the government lowered it.
Yeah, but so you still have to pay €2,300 next to that. Is it difficult for you to get this money for your next year?
Yeah, it's kind of difficult from very start of the war because I started to count money even more. I started saving money. I started searching for a job, everything that I can earn or just save money. But my parents were prepared for this because they said to me that I need to study. And this is for me really important. So yeah, we decided to stay here. Like in the beginning of the war, I even thought of quitting the study because of this problem. But then government lowered the tuition fee. And also Saxion for Ukraine started.
Yeah. So, but actually the lowering by the government is like €6,000, I guess. You had to pay 7,800.
Yes.
So that's a pretty lot, but still it's difficult. How come that the war in Ukraine affects your possibility to pay your studies?
Yeah, my parents. They didn't have job in the beginning of war because everything was closed because they were sitting in basements just hiding from bombs.
Yeah. They're living in Kiev, right?
Yeah, they are from Kiev, from the capital of Ukraine.
Yeah.
And they couldn't work at all. So it was like for 3 months, I think. And now they opened the shop again, but it's still really hard because most of the Ukrainians moved out of Ukraine. And of course, it's not the time to buy something because not everyone are just going to shop and just relaxing like it was before.
What are they selling?
They're selling home textiles. So it's like bed clothes.
Towels,
bed clothes, pillows and these things.
I see, yeah. All right. So, but are they fine?
Yeah, they are fine right now. And also from the beginning of war because it was really hard in the beginning because they were not telling me all of the things, so I'm not worried that much.
Yeah.
But they were just hiding every day, just going to the basement, and now it's better.
We will talk about that later on too, but maybe at first, you are one of the 72 Ukrainian students Saxion has. You already started there 2 years ago. What are you studying?
I'm studying fashion and textile technologies.
Right. So you want to become, you want to do something that your parents do too?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. What is your dream? What do you want to do?
Yeah, that's still not, like I don't have any focus, but it's not clear yet, but it's something related to that.
Yeah. Do you know something about the other Saxion students, how difficult it is for them to pay their studies, to pay this €2,500 next to costs of housing and food?
I think for every person it's like different story because every Ukrainian comes from different regions of Ukraine. Like I'm from the middle of Ukraine, so it's not the worst situation. But those from the west, and I think it's not the best situation.
No, from the western Ukraine.
Yeah, wait. From the right is east or west?
Yeah. From the right side is east.
Right is east.
Yeah.
Then from eastern part of Ukraine, it's not the
best. It's the part that's under siege.
Yes, under siege because those people they lost contact of their parents for some parts of war, like from some time period. But now it's better, of course. But still, some of them they lost jobs, and I don't know how it is right now for them.
Are they feeling stuck here now in Enschede?
I don't know. I need to ask them this question.
Why did you actually come to Enschede, to Saxion, to study fashion and textiles here?
Yeah, I was searching something related to fashion and textile technologies, and I was choosing between Ukrainian University in Kiev and also this Saxion in Enschede. And I decided on Enschede because I also wanted to learn English more and not forget my own knowledge of English language. And of course, I'm planning to go back to Ukraine, depending on the situation. But I want to get knowledge here on English and also have an opportunity to work here sometime, but then go back and somehow raise the country again.
Yeah, all right. So you want to go back with your knowledge that you get from Saxion?
Yes.
Can you still enjoy your studies, your life in Enschede? I mean, we have a beautiful city. Maybe you think otherwise. I don't know. I don't know how Kiev is like actually. Is it something alike or not?
It's much bigger.
Yeah, Kiev is much bigger. Yeah.
Yes.
But do you still actually enjoy life, studies here? You're so far from home, and your hometown, your home country is under siege.
Yeah, it's actually a difficult question. I can't answer this question already for 4 months, since the war started. Because it's ups and downs. It's sometimes good, sometimes bad. When it's morning, you check the news, then you go to studies, then you somehow distract yourself. But then in the afternoon and evening, you again check news. And it's always going back. Also calling your parents, just checking how they are.
Every day?
Yeah, every day, of course, just texting them or calling them. Because I'm also feeling nervous about them, because they are there. Yeah. And it's of course not the same situation as it was before the war, not the same life. And I think we will not go back again to this kind of life that it was before.
I see. I can imagine that so much. You said to me earlier that for you, war started in 2014. Already, why is that?
I was born in Crimea.
The Krim? We call it the Krim. Yeah.
Krim. In Ukrainian it's also Krim. I'm from Simferopol. It's the main city of Krim. And I moved to Kiev, to the capital of Ukraine, when I was 1. But I have my grandparents and all of my relatives in Krim. And I lost a bit contact with them. And lost kind of connection since 2014, when the war started there, when Russia occupied Crimea. And now from 2022, I even lost connection even more because they blocked some Facebook and emails, and now it's they don't have normal news. And I try to text them, try to provide them with normal information, the reliable one, but they tell me that it's all propaganda that I'm reading, and everything that my parents say is not true. So it's kind of hard to make connection with them right now.
They are hearing Russian narratives only?
They are hearing brainwash. They are getting brainwashed since 2014 because Russia occupied.
What is the Russian narrative that they are being told?
They are being told that Ukrainians started the war in Ukraine and we are fighting with ourselves.
So what's the role of Russia in that? Russia tries to liberate them.
Russia is trying to save us.
So and how do you know? How do you know that is not true? How do you know that is propaganda? How do you? Because that is the big question here, right? How do they have to examine that? That's really difficult.
Yeah, that's really difficult to examine. But I think they were Ukrainians before, right? And they are still, I hope, Ukrainians, because we say that Crimea is Ukraine.
Yeah.
And my parents, it's the parents of my mother, and my mom is in Kiev right now. And when they are calling her, they don't believe her words. But that's strange because they need to believe her daughter, because she even recorded videos what is happening there.
Yeah.
And
but even the people that are so close to them, their own daughter,
yes,
they are separated from them and do not believe them anymore for their information they tell from first hand.
I can't believe how brainwashed are they, and I can't believe that even my grandparents can believe in this kind of information that is given to them online.
Yeah. You say that not only your grandparents are hearing this information, but also yourself you are hearing this information in Enschede from other people. What is this context you're hearing this information in? From whom?
It was only a couple of people. Once it was from one Russian girl, and once it was at Saxion actually. And I heard this, and I know that there are still this kind of people who believe in this Russian news.
Yeah.
Only Russian news from something news.ru. So it's RU. And they only read this kind of news, and I know this kind of people, and I don't know how to change them actually. No. I'm trying to explain.
It's your word against the Russian media, right?
Yes, because I'm trying to tell them look, we are gathering, a lot of people are doing this Saxion for Ukraine, for example. Most of the people are believing in this kind of things that we are telling Ukrainians, those who are the closest ones, but they still are only looking ahead and just saying these things.
Yeah. Is this one of the things you are glad about? So because we started this conversation telling you're still glad, despite the fact that it's not the 160,000 euros that they had wanted to raise. Just said, I'm glad because awareness is raised again and the truthful information. So how frustrating is it that awareness is going down in the Netherlands, in Enschede?
I'm not sure that it's going down. I only heard this kind of things from a couple of people, and I have a kind of big social group that I talk to, and only 2-3 people, so it's 1% of those are telling this kind of information.
Yeah, the Russian narratives and the Russian But in more in common, the awareness about the war when it started, it was on top of mind of everybody.
Yes.
And now we are talking about our farmers again and talking about our swimming pool.
Yeah, but at least now government already did something for us, and Saxion is still doing a lot of things for us, just helping. And a lot of my friends, foreign people who even didn't know where is Ukraine before, they always ask me, how are you, how am I, and how is your relatives? And they know, and they also share news online on their pages. So it's kind of relief for us because we are feeling hurt.
Yeah, and that's important to you.
Yes.
I can understand that. We have to finish the conversation. Maybe to... I actually wanted to ask you, what do you want to do after your studies in Enschede? But you already said that you don't know. Actually, you do want to go back to Ukraine, but what comes next we cannot see in our crystal ball.
I even can't imagine what can be with me tomorrow, because the war situation changed for me most of the things. Because I was planning to do minor, for example, and now I can't do that. And everything is changed, and even I can't plan what I do on summer vacation, because I don't know what happens to my parents tomorrow. So I can't plan anything. That's why.
I see. People that want to help you pay for your studies or in a financial way can visit saxnow.nl. We'll say that in Dutch too. Als je Anna en alle andere Saxion-studenten wil steunen, ga dan naar saxnow.nl. saxnow.nl. Last question. What do you want to say to the listeners? When you want to say to them?
Glory to Ukraine. Glory to the heroes. Slava Oekraïne.
Anna Babilua, thank you very much. And good luck.
Thank you.